love again. We're smoking and we're sipping, we're doing it the biggest.
What's up guys, Casey here, aka Knife Cinema, and oh god, that felt so good to say again. Anyways, after a long time, about 6 months, I am back, and basically, long story short, I had some problems with my operating system and I had to get a new operating system, which means I had to delete all of my files, and I lost a ton of stuff, so that's why I couldn't upload and do stuff. But anyways, now I am back and better than ever, so let's get into this. Today I'm going to show you this really cool transition. Let me search it up for you right about here. So yeah. Did you see that? That really cool particle effect? Let's take a look again. And then this looks really cool. I also used it in my second edit, which I will show you right now, right about here. So yeah, first of all, let me say that I did not make this effect. I saw it on a cool guy's channel. His name is TriggaHappy. He has some really cool edits and really nice tutorials as well, so make sure to sub to him and also tell him that I sent you. Anyways, yeah, let's get into this. So first things first, let me delete all this stuff. Yeah, delete, and yeah, make a new composition and make sure it matches the settings of your clip. So my clip is at 59.94 frames per second and 1280 by 720. So yeah, it matches all fine, and make it 5 seconds long. Alright, also you should probably create a, what's it called? A folder. Yeah. Why did I just delete that composition? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Anyways, and you are going to duplicate this composition 5 times. So click on it, Control C, Control V. Oh fuck, 1, 2. Alright, now we have 6 compositions and drag them into your folder. Cool stuff, cool stuff. So rename the first one to clip 1, second one to clip 2, third one to fade, the fourth, what the fuck? Fourth to displace, the sixth to, what's it called? Alpha, and the last one to main comp. Right, cool stuff. So open them all up. Come on. Come on. There we go. So now you should have 6 compositions open. Alright, cool. So the first one, the clip 1 composition, drag in your first clip. And the same thing for your clip 2 composition. And now you are going to drag it until you find the part when you want the composition, the transition to begin. In my case, it's right when he starts reloading, so right about here. Right, cool. You are going to right click and time and freeze frame. So now it's all frozen, and let me just scale this up a little bit. Right, cool. You are going to do the same thing with your clip 2 composition. Let me just find the right part. Now you are going to find the part when you fuck, I can't talk today. When you want your second transition to begin. So in my case, it's right about here. I guess the guy, so about a few seconds shorter. Backwards. Yeah, right about now. Okay, sweet. Time, freeze frame, cool. And you can turn off the audio if you want. Now you are going to drag both compositions, so clip 1 and clip 2, into your fade composition, and you are going to press T on your keyboard to bring up the opacity. Now you are going to go to 1 second, so 1 second in, keyframe both, go about 20 frames forward, so Control, Shift and the right arrow key, 1, 2, and again keyframe it. Now, you want your first clip to be at 100 and second clip at 0, and now you want your first clip at 0 and your second clip at 100, so you have a basically a default basic fade opacity transition. Yeah, nothing too difficult. And let me fix the scaling on my second clip. There we go. So cool stuff. That's about it for your fade composition. Now copy these both clips and place them in your displays and in your alpha composition. Please don't disturb me. Yes, thank you. Goodbye. Skype, really annoying. Alright. Come on. Please, close. Alright, there we go. Wait, let me fix this really fast. Why isn't going under? What the fuck? Alright, I think I broke my computer. Doesn't matter, but let's continue. So in your alpha composition, you are going to click on this arrow key on your clip 2. So clip 2, click on the arrow key, transform. God, this is really annoying. There we go, finally. So you are going to click on this little box here to expand and make this layer 3D. Now you are going to go to about 1 second in. No, wait. Actually, it doesn't matter where you go. Simply change the Y rotation to -180. Nothing too difficult. So now your clip should be inverted. Alright, fine. That's about it. Now you are going to grab all your other compositions. So alpha, fade and displace and drag them into your main comp. Now press Ctrl Y to make a new solid. The color doesn't matter. And now search in your effects and presets for trapcode form. Now this is a third-party plugin, so nothing too difficult to get. You know, just crack it or you can buy it or whatever. So trapcode form. Alright. Now go to your base form and you are going to change the size in XY to match your clip size. So my clip is in 1280 by 720, so 1280 by 720. There we go. And size in Z, make it 0. There we go. So now the dots, if I zoom in here, now the dots match your clip composition, whatever you want to call it. Right, cool stuff. Now particles in X you are going to change to about 430. It's not really relevant, so make it something like 430. You can always change it somewhat later. And particles in Y 230. Alright, cool stuff. And particles in Z, make it 1. There we go. This is probably going to be a long tutorial, so make sure you pay attention because it's kind of complicated and it's a little bit advanced. Alright, so that's it for the base form. Now go to particle and you are going to change the size to 2. Alright, that's about it. Now go to layer maps, color and alpha, change the layer to your alpha layer, and RGBA to RGBA, RGB to RGB to RGBA to RGBA. Okay, there we go. Map over X and Y. There we go. You can close it. Go to displacement, functionality, change it to individual X, Y, and Z, and map over X and Y. There we go. Now change the layer for Z to your displace map, and that's about it. Also keyframe the strength. That's about it. Alright, you can close it. Now go to disperse and twist and simply keyframe the disperse. You can close it. Now open up fracture field and change the displacement mode to XYZ individual. Now you can keyframe Z displace and change the flow in Z to 50. Anything else? You can change the F scale to about 8. Yeah, that's about it. Right, you can close this up. There you go. Now press U on your keyboard to bring up all the keyframes. Alright, so now you go to 1 second in, and drag all these keyframes in. Alright, you are going to change the strength to 0. Now go to 3 seconds in and keyframe them all. Right, there we go. Now go to, wait, let me check really quickly. Where are you? There you go. You. What did I do next? Alright, go to okay. Go to 2 seconds in and change the strength to about 500. Disperse to 50, I think. Or was it 50? There we go. Wait, let me check. Disperse to 2. Oh, alright. 2, and the Z displace to about 600. Alright. So now you get kind of these points. Yeah, looking really cool so far. You can highlight these keyframes and push F9 on your keyboard to easy ease them. Now go to about 1.5 minutes, second in, and change the strength to about 450. 450. There we go. So now if you scrub through, you get these really cool particle looking things. And yeah, alright, now you go to the fade composition and you can turn off the alpha and displace. Now press T for opacity. You are going to keyframe it at 1 second. Go about 20 frames in, so Control Shift and right arrow key, 1, 2, and make it 20. Now go to 30 seconds in, make it 100, and go to 2.5 seconds in and make it, and make it 20 again. So now it fades down and it goes up again. Actually, let me move this a little bit farther. Alright, cool. Now you are going to search for fast blur. There we go. Drag it onto it. Go to 1 second in. Keyframe the blurriness, go to 20 frames in and make it 255. Now go to your second keyframe, keyframe it again, and go to your last keyframe and make it 0. So now it kind of blurs in, and actually tick the repeat edge pixels box. Alright, there we go. So now it kind of fades in, blurs out. You know, it's still there. It's like a faded out background. It looks really cool. You are going to see in a second. Alright, that's it for the fade layer. Right, now click on layer, new, layer, new, and camera. Yeah, just click OK. It doesn't really matter. New, and no object. There we go. So now just click on this little snail here and drag it onto the null object so you can parent it. Sorry, I had to stretch a little bit. Alright, now go to 1 second and push P for a position. No, actually not. Sorry. Make it 3D and keyframe the Y rotation. Now go to 2 seconds and make it -90. Now go to 3 seconds and make it -180. There we go. So if you scrub through now, you can see the camera kind of flies through. And yeah, right. That's it for your null object. Now go to the camera, press P for, no, just open it up, and you are going to keyframe the position. Now go to 3 seconds in and keyframe the position again. Now go to 1.5 seconds in and change the, whoops, I keyframed the wrong setting. Keyframe the position, there we go. 3 seconds in, keyframe again. Now go above, 1.5 seconds in, make it 30, 0, and -280. Go. Now go 2.5 seconds in and make it 30, 0, and -400. So now if you scrub through, you can see the camera kind of flies through the particles and it looks really cool. So just highlight these keyframes, press F9 to make them easy, and do the same thing for your null object. There we go. So yeah, that's basically it. If you scrub through, let me just quickly ramp preview this so you get an idea. Skip 1 frame. Alright. So looking really cool. Alright, sweet. Now what you can do to make it so shiny, let me show you. So here you can see it's all bright and shiny and stuff. So yeah, search up Shine, which is also a third-party plugin from Threadcode. So it's really nice, so I would recommend you get this. It's a really cool plugin. Now press Ctrl-Alt-Y to make a new adjustment layer, or just simply go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer. Right. Drag in your Shine and make the transfer mode to Screen. Alright. Now go to 1 second in. Actually, let me bring up these keyframes. Go to the first keyframe. Press T for the opacity. Keyframe it. Go about 10 frames in. Keyframe it again and change the first keyframe to 0. There we go. Now do the same thing over here. Keyframe it at 0. 10 frames backwards and make it 100. Alright, so now if you scrub through, you can see the particles now kind of produce sunlight and sun rays. Looks really cool. Alright, so now you can go to... where is it? Where are you? Colorize, there you go. And you can change the color to your liking. So here you have a lot of settings. You can change it to desert sun, looks pretty much the same, or heaven, looks really nice. You know, fire looks reddish and stuff. So if I was on your place, I would change it to a color so it matches your color correction, which I am actually going to do right now. I'm going to create a new layer, adjust my layer, and magic bullet looks. There we go. Come on. And I'm just going to use a random color correction. Baker nigga como CC pack, okay. Yeah, this one looks really cool. So as you can see, it looks really cool and really shiny. And there we go. That's basically it. So the last thing we need to do is simply trim the composition to the transition itself. So we simply go to the keyframes. So at 1 second is the first keyframe. So simply press B on your keyboard, and it's automatically going to snap to your this yellow thing right here. I don't know what it's called. So simply press B and it's going to snap to it. Now go to 3 seconds and simply press N and it's going to snap again. So really cool. And now you are going to right click on the timeline and select trim to comp work area. Right, so now our composition is trimmed and we only have the transition and the rest was cut off. Right, so now the cool thing about this transition is that you can always mess around with the settings, you know, adjust them to your liking. So for instance, if you do not like the camera, you can always, you know, go in. If you think this is too far in, you can always zoom out, you know, just mess around with it, or zoom in. It does not really matter, so, you know, do what you like. Or you can also change the strand disperse or Z displace. So if you, for instance, do not like, let me change this back. If you do not like this pattern, you know, how it disperses out of the screen, you can always change it around. So, you know, make it, for instance, 50. Now it's more randomized and, you know, looks really cool. So just mess around with the settings until you get what you like. So now the next cool thing about this transition is that you can always recycle it. So if you, for instance, want to use another clip, you know, just go to the clip 1 composition and simply delete the first clip and drag in another clip. Alright, it's gonna take a while until it loads. Come on, there we go. So as previously I said, simply drag it around until you find the spot you want the transitions to begin. So in my case, he hits the triple. Where is it? Right here, he hits the triple. Then he zooms out. And right about here, okay. Time, freeze frame, drag this out. And now we simply go to the main layer, main composition, and it's all set. Let's take a look. You see? So it's a really nice effect, really cool transition. It's kind of hard to follow what I'm saying, but you know, you get used to it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave me some suggestions in the comment section down below to give me any ideas on what I should do next as a tutorial. And make sure to sub TriggaHappy who is the inventor of this effect, or at least I think he is. Well, I got this idea from him, so, you know, show him some appreciation. And yeah, peace guys, see you guys next time.